I thought will make a video about this thing that I've been contemplating for a while, and that's this interesting thing that I just realized a few weeks ago. I've been a teacher for a very long time, and very, very long time. I'm not going to say how long, but long time. And all these years I've been teaching all these people, and literally I have taught thousands and thousands of people in my career in various countries, various cities in the world. And one thing I've noticed, that I noticed this a long time ago, but I noticed this a long time ago. All my students are nice. All my students are wonderful. I just always love my students. You know, everybody's very simpatico, as they say in Italian. You know, this guy is simpatico, and this woman is simpatica, and which basically just means just nice. You know, so I always have these really nice students. And I always thought of myself, I was really lucky. I always thought, wow, I'm just like so lucky. I have all these students and everybody's just like so nice. I must be really, really lucky. And you know, I would like, sometimes my co-workers might just like complain about someone who said, you know, this is a really difficult person or whatever. And I never really experienced that, you know? So, and then it just kind of hit me, you know. I think maybe it has something to do with me. It's something like I think that I always approach people thinking, you know, this is going to be a nice person, and then if I get some sort of you know, a bad feeling or something that I don't like, I always think, well, you know, just, you know, you got to wait, you know, don't listen to that first impression, you know, don't let that influence you. And somehow it always turns out that these people are actually nice. Now, I think that nobody is just nice, right? I mean, there is no one person who's just like 100% nice, or there's nobody 100% bad or anything. But we all have the capacity and potentiality to be nice. And I think that a lot of people, you know, they start like a course, they start studying something. I'm talking about mostly grown-ups. They really try to put their best foot forward, and I appreciate that. I like that about how people try to be nice, even if it's sometimes difficult for them. I sometimes see people that they're making an effort here, they're trying to be nice, but it's really hard for them. And what I realized that everybody really is nice. Everybody has that nice part in them, you know, and you just sort of respond to that and ignore the not nice. You just ignore. That's what I do. I mean, you know, people do all kinds of things, of course. They like cancel last minute, they don't do their homework, they seem like they don't care, they might create problems or complain or whatever. And I just think, okay, well, yeah, it's normal that they do, you know, everybody does that. So I don't like take that personally or anything. I just think that's cool, that's what people do, you know, they're unhappy, they complain, they find problems with, I listen, I try to resolve the issue if I can. But I don't focus on that. That's not important. I don't take it personally. I just think, okay, you know, you have this issue, let's solve it and then move on. And just focus on what is great about you, what is happening to you. Continuing this other, this course that I started last time about being a teacher and about my students. One thing I try to do with my students every time, mostly I have one-to-one classes. We speak English, we have to communicate, use the language, I have to make them speak, whatever. And I always try to like focus on something that is good or positive about that person that day. And sometimes people come in and I can see that, they're upset or they're depressed or something's happening in their lives. And I'm not a psychologist. I can't straight out ask, what's going on? What's the problem? Why are you so, negative today or whatever? So, I kind of just try to find something that is, positive about that person. So, and then just focus on that and try to talk about that, try to introduce that as a topic. So this happened, for example, a few weeks ago in one of my classes with this wonderful woman, and she's a young woman, she's 35 or something, and she came in, I could sense immediately that she was depressed and not very happy, whatever. So I'm okay, whatever, how you doing? And she's okay, everything cool, whatever. And then I was trying to find something that was, cool about her that day, and I noticed that she had these wonderful nails, right? She'd just done her nails, and I said, wow, check out those nails, they're really cool, they're really beautiful. And immediately her face lit up, and she said, yeah, I did this new, I bought this equipment, and I did this manicure, and, it's so cool, and I'm so happy about this, and whatever. And we started talking about the nails, and, I gave her a lot of nail vocabulary, manicuring vocabulary, and I made her speak about this thing that obviously interested her, and kind of lifted her spirits as well. And then just totally spontaneously by herself, she just started saying, because I need this thing, because right now, this stuff is happening. And then she started talking about this problem. And then we talked about this problem and in English, so she practiced her language, whatever. And after the conversation, I can't help people, I'm not there to resolve anybody's problems. But if somebody wants to talk about that, that's just really nice. You have to kind of find that channel, to them. So this is what I was trying to say. Maybe this person might come across to you as someone in the beginning, right? As someone who's depressed or not very positive or not very, you're going to think there's got to be a reason for that, and just focus on the positive thing about that person, and that might help that person actually to resolve. Talking about this thing with her helped her think it over again, realize that this was not such a huge problem after all. She shouldn't be so upset about it or so depressed about it. And we were able to sort of just, move on with it, move on with this issue, and just kind of put it in perspective for her, and just by talking about it in English, that was level B1. Her English level wasn't so high, but she was able to express herself. She was able to talk about it, and then that took about 30 minutes of our class time of conversation practice, and then we moved on to whatever, I think present perfect or something. But anyway, that's what I just sort of wanted to say. Just focus on what's positive on each person, and everybody will just come across as this nice person, and your life is just going to be better.